All right, guys, we are here at the South Charleston Community Center with the new boys head basketball coach at South Charleston. And Josh, we appreciate you taking the time out with us.
I appreciate you guys having me.
Now, the first question we'll get started. What does it mean to you to be back at South Charleston?
Well, it obviously means the world to me to be back at South Charleston. Obviously, a place I played, I lived here, went to school here. So coming back to South Charleston has always been a goal of mine, and to get back here is a very exciting time for me.
Now, I know you were at Hoover for a good while.
Right.
Now, what went into your decision to come back?
Well, there was a lot of things. I mean, it wasn't an easy decision. I loved Hoover. I loved coaching there. I loved the administration. The kids were great. I had great parents. But the opportunity to come back home and be able to coach at one of the premier programs in the state, a place where I'm familiar with, and like I said, played here, had some success here, played on some really good teams. It was just kind of too good of an opportunity to pass up. So.
I understand that completely, not a problem. Now, when you're looking at this upcoming season, what is one big thing that you're going to instill into this team?
The biggest thing that we've kind of gone over the first 3 weeks here is just having a level of discipline, and not only on the court but off the court as well. Our team is going to be disciplined in the way we play, offensively, defensively, but we also have to carry ourselves, like good young men off the court as well. So that is probably the main thing that we're going to try to instill in our guys going forward.
Now, when you look at this team, what stands out to you about this team?
Oh man, we have some athletic guys. We've got some guys that can put the ball in the hole. I'm really excited with the pieces that we have. I think we have a chance to be a really good team, but we do have to clean some things up. We do, we have to focus on little things, attention to detail, things like that, which it was good for me to be able to come in here for these 3 weeks and just kind of get terminology, concepts that they're not familiar with. So when we start back in the fall, they'll have a point of reference and things like that.
Now, going into this season, what is one? I mean, obviously everybody's goal is to get to the Civic Center and play for a state championship. But what is a goal that you have for this team?
I think a good goal would be to get back to the state tournament. I mean, I think with the team that we have, if we can gel and everybody buys in, I think that should be a legitimate goal for us. And then once you get to the state tournament, then obviously you have a chance to compete for a state championship. But I think that is a legitimate goal. But right now, our goal is just to get a little bit better every day. So once November hits, it's going to be a lot different than what it was for these last 3 weeks, because now you're getting into game prep, you're getting into scouting stuff, things like that, and that'll be a whole other new thing that will be new to these kids, is the way we prep for games and things like that. But no, it's just get a little bit better every day, and and we'll see where that takes us.
Now, when you were named the head coach here for South Charleston, what went through your mind?
Excitement, and it also you're a little apprehensive as well, just because anytime you go to a place where obviously I played here and went to school here, but I've been away from South Charleston for at Hoover for the last 6 or 7 years. So kids not being familiar with yourself, I'm not really familiar with the kids. So it's been good to be here this last month, just to kind of get that newness out of the way. But very, very excited. Like I said earlier, South Charleston's always been a top basketball program in the state for 30 or 40 years. So anytime you get an opportunity like that, you got to take it. So.
Right. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Now, when you got the call that said you were going to be the head coach, and obviously you've been at Hoover, you had a couple graduate assistants, coaching positions. What got you into coaching?
Man, basketball is really all I've known since I was a little. I'll be 31 in a few weeks, and since I was, for the last 25, 26 years, I've either been playing or coaching. So once my playing career was over at Eastern, and I dove into college coaching a little bit for a few years, but came back home to West Virginia and was given the opportunity to coach at Hoover 6 years ago, and really found that I thought that was my niche. I enjoyed being a head coach. I enjoyed being part of a team winning games
Right.
as opposed to as a graduate assistant in college. You have a little different role. It's not as hands on, but being a head coach is really fun, and to be able to come back to South Charleston makes it even more special.
Josh, we appreciate you taking the time out and giving us this interview.
All right, I
Good luck
appreciate
this
you guys.
season.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.